Hey guys, this is here bringing you another video. Welcome back to Unranked to Diamond, a series that would take a Smurf account, Fresh account, never played Red before, and show you the adventure to Diamond. We are playing Fish. So again, we are obviously playing Huzzy picks. So Fizz has definitely been a champion of mine throughout the years. Also should be pretty decent against a Zoe. So obviously this is buffed Zoe, and this is a Zoe main on the enemy team. In my honest opinion, Zoe did not need buffs. It's kind of one of those weird things that the champion looked a lot worse than she actually is. The reason for it is Zoe is a more or less pure 1v1 burst mage, and the meta, as we discussed last video at the end, is a stacking health meta for the most champions in the game. So she is not good against stacking health. She can't kill them. And she's not really a mage that you can buy the burn items on either. So that's where Zoe isn't bad, she just suffers in the current meta. But the thing that I would say has been different in League in the recent years is the meta every few months used to change. Every 3 to 4 months the meta used to change in kind of how the old balance team did it 5 to 10 years ago. The current balance team don't. The meta stays the same for like a year, and then it changes and then stays the same for a year, and that's kind of what they do now. So yeah, what I would say is Zoe struggled in games that there were stacking health things, but if ever there was a game that everyone is squishy, a Zoe would take over, and that was before the buff. So you do have to be a bit careful with it. The current balance team has no goal or set plan. It does feel a little bit like that. Honestly, the current balance team, I think, has an idea of what they want when it comes to the overall picture, but they have no idea of how to maintain it or how to make it healthy. But in the honest answer, I think it's because the current balance team is not experienced. As I've said many times, like, Freak, love him or hate him, he seems like an okay guy. He's a commentator. He's not a game dev. So throwing him basically in charge of it within a year of him being a balancer, probably not the best idea. Very common that a Zoe will go here at level 1, Q here, walk into lane and hit the 3 ranged minions. She's not doing it. Did it from the front, which is quite weird. My favourite champions to play. Kind of play everything. Kind of my whole thing. Obviously, melee versus range, a bit annoying at the beginning of the game. Will I buy a Rod of Ages? No. I flat out refuse to buy that item. I genuinely think it's a terrible item. And I know I'm going against, like, current balance and stuff. I think it's awful.
First blood.
Like, I don't, you know, I used to be rank 1 EUS to Nivea, and part of the reason I quit playing Nivea was because I actively hated the fact that you had to kind of buy Rod of Ages and be irrelevant in the early game, you know? Also, why did Kindred invade but then not take anything? I'm confused.
Swimmingly.
This Kindred will be behind if she invaded. She may have taken... Did she take wolves? I don't know if I saw Viego stop for his own wolves then, so she might have took wolves. A 50-50. When you're against a Kindred, it's literally a 50-50 which Scuttle Crab early gets the mark.
I'm ready.
He's not here. Which is a bit weird. Did she go to the wrong one? Oh no, there she is. Don't overdo it. And look,
Wanna see a
the Kindred's only completed one camp. She's only completed one camp. What? She had 4 CS and she's based already.
You have slain the enemy. An ally
What?
has been slain.
I can't get away from her, Zoe.
Have been slain.
Is the Kindred autofilled? AD carry jungle player, 0 games of Kindred though, but like still. Jungle kind of completes itself nowadays.
Come on, let's go.
Weird. Zoe got 2 kills. That's not ideal, but their jungler is literally not in the game.
Land ho.
Bot lane seems to be doing really good. You don't see many Soraka's, to be honest, but I do think there's a reason for that.
Rampage.
Jesus, though. You don't see Ezreal's popping off this early. Let's go. Why does that still... Oh, no, there we go. Took a while for it to get rid of the Kindred mark, I guess. Kindred's top lane? Zoe's damage is so high.
They won't catch me.
Nearly level 6, but she's already there because obviously she got more XP. She got 2 kills and didn't die, and then she went back to mid lane and pushed the wave. So that's basically all this farm here.
One jump ahead of me.
She flashed into it. Oh. Nice.
An enemy has been slain.
She flashed into into my ulti. Fair enough. Is the build on? No, it's not. I was like, is the build still go Luden's Rush? No. Just go. Wait. Oh, it is. Ah. Wait. Pause. Like that. I have an extra amp tome that I don't technically need in the early game now. Again, I should have probably checked. The older build on Fizz was Rush Luden's, but because burst meta isn't probably as good, Luden's isn't as good as an item to rush. Bum, bum, bum,
Wanna see a trick?
Got no vision in bot lane. Has Jace... Okay, they traded, I think, in top lane. To be honest, that's fairly impressive. I didn't think a Jace would even be able to trade with an Aatrox.
In a splash.
An enemy has been slain. Shut
We're
down.
going for an all-in soon on the Zoe.
Unstoppable.
Need to hit the ultimate, though.
Double kill.
She might go bot. So because of that guess of she might go bot, I'm going to push. So if she does go bot, then she's already there. I don't even know, is Ezra dead?
Shut down.
Sad. I think if he left straight away, he might have been alive.
Land ho.
Oh, rusty on Fizz, eh? Rusty! Wait, who's here?
The tide turns.
Warning shot? Yeah. We'll call it a warning shot. Dude, when burst, she is a full burst mage and she's buying burn items.
No fear.
To be honest, I think that's stupid. You shouldn't be buying a burn item on Zoe. She is fundamentally one of the burst mages of League. I don't think buying a burn item on her makes any sense. Oh. Look how much height. Look, again, she's not even got a burst item and she does that much damage. Zoe did not need a buff. I'm telling you that right now. She really did not need a buff.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
One jump.
Zoe will be top lane.
Double kill.
Zoe's, I would say, trying to roam too much because she's probably in panic that her team's not doing great. So she's like, oh, I've got to be there, I've got to be there, I've got to be there. But, to be honest, half the time you should just stay mid, as a mage especially. I'm going to do something that you're not supposed to ever do. I'm going to sell something in the early game. So that's really bad for cost effectiveness. We probably have lost 100 gold for that. But I think it's worth getting the bigger item that gives me more. When did she flash? This is why you should always ping when your opponent uses a summoner. I don't actually know what it did. I couldn't see it in that list just then. And that's, by the way, why those tracking things are, you know, should they be allowed, is because those things just automatically track. So, advantage is you as a player don't need to actually be paying attention at all. Which is not great. I think Riot will eventually crack down on them. Or they'll do what they've done in Asia, that it's basically just inbuilt in the client. Let's go back and get Lichbane. They're going... Oh. Why is he rushing? We can definitely fight this. That's her actual ignite. That's her actual flash. Victor didn't flash.
An enemy has been slain.
No fear.
Oh.
An enemy has been
Nice.
slain. Shut down.
Swimmingly.
Always eager to share.
Haha, got one. Let's go.
Enemy double kill.
He used heal and flash, but still died. Take those. Nice. Alright, they get one, so we have all but one. That's still pretty good. Oh no, they could definitely crack down on them, 100%. So, all them stuff, all those tools, you know, we're partnered with one Professor. All of them use Riot's API. Riot can just revoke API access. Like, that's not hard. If Riot want them out of the game, they will be out of the game. Burst item.
Turret plate will fall soon.
Burst item. Sorry, burn item on a burst mage. Still basically one-shotting things. Obviously, Sona is pretty much League's squishiest champion, so mostly everything can one-shot. couldn't get there in time to kill it. And I didn't do enough damage to get rid of the smite. That looked weird. My sleep damage went off even though I was technically asleep.
An ally has been slain.
Ezreal's doing a little bit too
Wanna see a
much.
trick?
Dude, that healing. Whoa!
Has destroyed a turret.
Hey. Oh, apparently I'm supposed to go cooldown reduction boots now on Fizz. Really? I think Pen... Surely Pen's better.
In a splash.
Oh, he's got Ignite on Jace. I mean, that's potentially what he has to do to have any form of okay lane phase, to be fair.
Come on, let's go.
Because he doesn't beat an Aatrox in the early game if the Aatrox knows what he's doing. Again, ooh, good ult. Shame that was it, but it was still pretty good.
Now we strike.
Can't kill him. Why is he here? What? Why is the top laner here?
Land ho.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Nom nom. That's one of the nice things of like Fizz into Zoe is you can in theory obviously you can in theory predict her ultimate and just throw your fish where she's going to bounce back to. Yeah, which obviously is good. What is she? Is she building Horizon Focus?
Swimming
I don't get this build, man. Burn build. Burn build into Horizon Focus. So like it's burn into burst. Don't like it.
me. One jump ahead of you.
Okay. That was the whole 5 of the enemy team. I don't know why we did that. That was basically, well, Jace. Yeah, that was 3v5. Sona didn't have ult, I don't think, at the time. Oh, Seraph's rush. We didn't have our Ezreal, who's also quite fed. Oh, well. Be honest, it was the wrong person to engage on. Again, Sundered Sky, 2,500 health Aatrox. You can't exactly burst. Wrong person to go on.
I'm ready.
Did she already take this? I'm getting marked.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Diego is top lane and no TP Jace is also
Wanna
top.
see a trick?
Huh?
Your team has destroyed a turret.
But yeah, Diego is making his way here, but the enemy team is doing the smart thing. They're trying to fight just before the dragon. Right now, we're giving them way too much kind of territory.
Has been slain.
Bro. keep making quite bad team mistakes, I would say. I don't know what we're doing, but yeah. We're just never together. Ezra wasn't in the... Why are you just not doing anything? Oh, he launched that there. Okay. Doesn't really help. They're not... Are they doing it? They're basing because of this. This could be good for us, actually. What is Viego doing? Oh. I don't know if that focus was fantastic. In theory, she... Oh, no. So in theory, she runs up that way, and she ran down. Yeah. Bit peculiar, but it worked in the end. Oh, but this is our first dragon. Oh, really? I didn't think we'd be doing that. Okay, I'll come back, I guess. I really needed to ignite, but it felt good. Go get that blue buff, I guess. Yeah, not a bad game. Again, I don't think Fizz as a champion in himself is actually very good. How many Fizzes do you guys see anymore? You don't. I think there is a reason for that. It's again much like Zoe. Fizz is a pure burst mage. Really hard to play. That missed. It's really, really hard to actually play burst properly. His actual burst is just, I don't know, it really doesn't feel worth it.
One jump ahead of you. Meeting time.
Loose! Whoa! Yeah, let's go! Ah! Just keep walking. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Thank you. There would have been a little thing in their mind of going, do I just go to the left? It would be in there. It's a little devil on your shoulder. It would have been funny. It would have been funny. It wouldn't have been funny for me in the moment. They would have killed themselves laughing. I need to get back on uploading YouTube shorts. I've not done much recently of them. I've been quite busy, to be fair. Still obviously maintaining 2 videos a day every day, and then a couple of things going on in life.
Come on, let's go.
The enemy team.
Land ho! No fear. Your team
That's fine. You get 1 for 1, and look at there was 4 people, 3 people, 4 including the Zoe, and now my team either kills the Aatrox, which they do, and they probably now can open that up. So that's where for the bigger picture, I don't mind it. Don't mind it at all. Not the best spin over. If he targeted it a bit lower, it would have been a lot better. Yeah, that's one of those deaths that you're completely fine with. Yeah, if you want ace, for sure.
swimmingly.
No point in selling that. Can't afford it. Can't afford another Lions of Rod. Seeing a Zoe deleted brings a smile on my face. She is a fairly hated champion within League.
Protect me.
And she did not need a buff. And that's the problem. She really didn't. Just because a champion doesn't suit a meta doesn't mean a champion needs a buff. That's kind of the problem with the thought of buffing her. It's okay for champions not to be meta. It's the problem that you've got is just metas don't seem to change much anymore. Where they used to change every few months, they now stick around for like a year. That's kind of the bigger problem.
Double kill.
We can get him. Why am I so fast?
I'm ready.
I can't get him. I let the intrusive thoughts win. I should have been Zonya's. This Kindred obviously had the worst early game in the world and has somehow ended up fed. That's crazy. And yeah, I got a collector. That good item collector.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I got a burst of movement speed because of this. Because it's cloud map around the blue buff. Obviously around all 4 buffs there's the movement speed bonuses. That's where the movement speed came from. Really? Okay. That's a decision. I mean, there's a small chance Kindred goes here. So I'm going to run down mid, because I won't get there in time. Actually, I'm going to go to the blue. I think the Kindred could be on the blue. Because Kindreds obviously are all like gremlins. They are obsessed, obviously, with getting... And not. They're obsessed with getting the marks, understandably, because it makes them stronger. When do you think Riot will 100% introduce Fizz jungle? Give him proper jungle scaling. I bet we're not out of the realm of possibility that that will happen. With the type of champions that they've been giving jungle scaling to. Would not surprise me at all. Hell, I might just be forgetting they might have already done it.
Come on, let's go.
Your team has
I do have death cap if I go back, which would be a major power spike, but this is where like you can't always go for the buy when plays are happening. Oh, we didn't even get him. Dude is healing. Okay, to be honest, it's the Soraka and the Aatrox. That healing is crazy. But we got another inhib, so that's triple inhib, so that means double super minion waves. But this is the risk, right? If we can't end, you'll actually be making the enemy team so fed with how much gold is flooding into their base. So we need to group as 5 when we're all alive and actually look to go for an end. Do we have anti-healing? She's got an Oblivion. He has none. I have none. He has none. He has none. I'm not buying a Morello one for Fizz. That's dumb.
No fear.
Level 16.
The enemy's inhibitor has respawned.
Swimmingly.
The good thing is we've got two inhibs still already like working, and obviously that is really far away from the dragon. They can't come up for the dragon at all. Hiya, why are you barking?
One jump ahead of
If I could hit the Kindred and get her ultimate, that'd be really good. Uh-oh. Oh. Damn it, I didn't see the sleep. I literally didn't see it. It just blends in with terrain. For God's sake. So annoying. Bad. Doesn't stand out enough. Yeah, I will say that could be a concern of the Spirit Blossom map. The Spirit Blossom map is quite like light and bluey, and a lot of spells in League are quite that colour. Why you up there? My team needs to be really careful right now. He might lose this fight. So his damage is stupidly high. Ooh. Oh, if a Viego was in there, he'd absolutely have... Oh! That wasn't bad. That went better than... Oh, and he killed that. Okay, that went better than it should have gone.
Killing spree.
That was the Ezreal ult into the Jace. That was really good. Oh. Oh, so close. But they should get Aatrox. Yeah, you hit him. I'm just going to go into the enemy base and go kill the Zoe, maybe.
Rampage.
Yeah.
You have been slain.
To use Flash to get away, I think. Yeah, Fizz, I don't know. Obviously, I might not be playing it great, but I don't know. I don't feel it doesn't feel like it's worth playing him, because like you only can burst one thing, and that's if you can, because it's not a burst meta, and then you're just vulnerable because then you're in the middle of the enemy team comp. Obviously, Kindred's annoying for a Fizz because you try to burst someone, she ultimates, and then you're like her. But yeah, I don't know. He's good against the Zoe, obviously, in the 1v1, but apart from that, it doesn't seem fantastic. That ultimate damage.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Getting an extra inhib when the other inhibs are respawning. That one's about to respawn.
The enemy's enemy's
That's always
inhibitor
good.
has respawned.
Oh,
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
I wouldn't go there. That was very risky by the Sona then. If the Zoe was around, that would have been very bad. Hello? I don't know why my Zhonya's didn't go off, but I presume I got silenced by the Soraka. I don't know. Ooh. That's a desperate move by the Aatrox. Works out. We didn't have Jace. I don't know why Jace isn't grouping. He got the inhib a while ago. He could have come over and started to group with us. He's not strong enough to do anything in their base by himself. Guess we just have to wait for the dragon. Annoying game to end, but it's just because Kindred is so strong in late game.
We know your name.
We have always known it.
And I realistically can only kill one person. And that's basically all I can do.
Now.
Ugh. I might buy Elixir, because I do think the game's coming to an end. The next 1 to 2 team fights. Even for the enemy team, if they win a team fight, they can probably end a game. The later the game goes, towers fall like dominoes. Oh, she's right here. Guys, dragon, you guys silly? Oh my god. They weren't paying attention. That was bad. They just let Kindred do it.
I'll show them a warrior has slain an enemy. An enemy has been slain. Double
Do something! Thank you.
has been slain.
We win! The enemy team just overstayed. That's crazy that's how we win this game. They overstayed. If they just all ran back to their base after doing the dragon together, they would have been fine. Oh, let's go. Hard game to end. Hard game to end. But we did it. Nice. Whew. Alright. So yeah, I'd say I've not played Fizz in many months. Yeah, he doesn't feel great. Again, fundamentally, I think in the meta at the moment, you only can burst things that are squishy, which, again, a lot of things aren't squishy anymore. And you only realistically can kill one thing. That's not great. Yeah, I don't know. But, again, I always could play it better. You know, you can't take just one game as, like, this is how the champion is 100%. You know, one game in the grand scheme of things is basically nothing. But yeah, so we go 13, 11, 9, 38,000 damage. So we did more than the Zoe, who obviously has got a lot more poke and harass than I do. But yeah, still a bit rough. But well done for everybody completing the goals down below. Massive thank you for all of you. And if you guys haven't been involved yet, please do yourself. It's actually quite a fun game. Kind of solitaire. Yeah, it's a solitaire game with a few different things thrown in, which is quite fun. But anyway, that's going to be it. If you guys did enjoy an interesting game on Fizz, do throw a like on it, throw a comment, throw a subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Welcome to the Rift, where the legends play. It's Aussie games bringing skill every day. From tips to tricks and play so fine, you'll learn the game and have a good time. Thanks for watching, you're the real MVP. Hit that like and sub, join the family tree. I summon and